Hi, I'm Julie Gillis with Rancho Relaxo Resort just outside of Rocky Mountain House, Alberta. About 5 years ago, we got back from a trip to Nicaragua and started to look at our property a little differently than we had before. We were surrounded by mountains, cattle farm, horse farms, clear blue skies, wide open spaces, all kinds of things that we take for granted here in Alberta, and realize that people all over the world come here specifically for some of these things. And a few months later, we discovered permaculture, and through that course realized that we could do a lot more with our 5 acres than we ever thought possible. So we decided we would start to grow as much of our own food as we can and produce all of our own energy through different forms of solar, in the form of solar heating, solar electric, water harvest, growing as much of our own food forests. We have some animals on the property as well. And as we were building, we had the idea in mind, the whole, the phrase, if you build it, they will come. We didn't really know who they were, didn't really know what we were building, but we just knew that this is what we wanted to do, and kind of figure it out as we go. Over the last couple of years, the idea of it becoming more of a tourist destination has become a lot more apparent. We've had probably over 50, 56, 57 international people through the WOOF program, which is a volunteer organization that people can sign up and travel all over the world, travel inexpensively and learn about different countries and cultures and their farming practices. And so knowing that we have an international market of over 50, being that we've had over 50 people be at our property over the last 3 years, we know that there is an interest in what we're doing. We've also held over 400 tours probably since 2012, and had no idea that there was as much interest as there has been. So that has kind of sparked a bit of an interest, or a little more excitement, in the tourism picture of what Rancho can be. Some of our ideas that we've had that were floating around is renting out space on our property in the form of cabins that are in the process of being built. We have a teepee on the property. We also have rooms in our house, which is where our volunteers do stay in the when we do have them, as they stay usually right in our house with us. So we do have that space. We also have activities in our area, being that we are close to the mountains. We have the North Saskatchewan River right by us, so we have, going on mountain hikes with people, taking people on river floats, golfing. We're only 2 kilometers away from a golf course. We have, cross-country skiing. We also have a downhill ski hill that's only about 20 minutes from our place. We, of course, have the biggest skies, we've been told by many, many people, as far as northern lights and stargazing. We do campfires on a regular basis with our volunteers, and these are all things that we've learned by doing, basically. The things that we're looking for from the students is we haven't quite launched this as a business yet. We have brochures in place. We have a very static website that doesn't do much, and we know that needs improving greatly. And so we basically need a full review overall on what we have in place so far, and then we need to help develop our marketing strategy. Let's see, to attract our international travelers through other avenues that isn't just through a volunteer basis. Also attracting locals. We are doing tours. Again, we've had school groups come out. We've had small groups, large groups, families, individuals, all kinds of people who are interested either in incorporating some of the things on our property into their own lifestyles, or just curious as to see what we're doing and what all these different systems mean, and how they're functioning and how we're working with them on our own property. Some of the other things, we need advice on pricing when it comes to rooms, cabins, packages, putting together packages that might include staying on the property as well as tours off-site. We've built quite a community of people around us in the last 5 years that want to help and want to be a part of this movement, whether it be permaculture or just showing and demonstrating different ideas to make people feel excited about a different way of life. Our current economic situation is proving and showing that we may need to be diversifying. Our county, Clearwater County, is starting to look at that, and our local Chamber of Commerce is looking at tourism as our next big driver in our county. And I think this is a perfect opportunity for us to launch this year, or 2016, I guess, in the spring, so we can be launched to our local community as well as internationally, possibly working with Travel Alberta and those types of avenues. We also do hold courses on site, as well as day-long workshops for anyone who does want to learn about more of what we're doing and incorporate it into their own property. Because of the number of tours that we have had, we know that there is interest in what we're doing, and so we kind of thought the idea of families coming out, either bringing their own RV come out, staying in one of our cabins, and test driving the lifestyle. See what it's like to how solar electric systems work. You know, if you're thinking of possibly moving to a say an off-grid lifestyle or something that uses a little bit less energy, wouldn't it be nice to go and live somewhere for a little while that's already doing those things on their property, so you're not jumping in with both your feet and taking a bunch of chances. You can actually go and live somewhere at our place and check it out firsthand, see how comfortable and how compost toilet systems work, hot water heating with water, space heating with water, and just different things that people generally aren't thinking about, but if you're in that environment, then you can see how it might work in your own life. So the idea of people coming out and staying for a weekend, possibly a week or even a month, whether it's international people who want to come out and try it for a week, or if it's somebody just in Calgary or Edmonton who has a piece of land and doesn't know what to do with it quite yet, so they can come and stay at our place for a week or longer to see what components that they might want to incorporate or add to their own property when they do start building. Or if they already have a property in mind or their own city lot, what kinds of things can they do or change in their current living situation. Without coming and seeing something, you can only learn so much by reading and watching videos on YouTube. So we just know that what we're doing is of enough interest that we're ready to take the next step into the tourism aspect of things and actually making a profit from what we're doing. We've been doing giving away a lot of this over the last 3 years, and a number of people have actually asked and told us, you need to start making money. You need to start, this needs to start paying for itself. And I agree, and I'm hoping that that you can help us, point us in the right direction, or from a business point of view, I think the Rancho has so much potential, but we do need more eyes on the project. So we're very, very excited to be working with you in this respect, and yeah, can't wait for the new year and to start the ball rolling. Thank you very much, and we'll chat again soon.